What is up? What's good? What's going on? How you doing? How you been? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. I have about an hour left in this drive shift, so we'll talk about what's going on with me. I'm approaching Omaha, Nebraska. It's Sunday morning, and the place where I plan on stopping is about 30 miles, 40 miles north of Omaha. So the last video I uploaded, I think it was after I picked this load up Friday morning in Laredo. I drove over to the Landstar Laredo terminal, and I was sitting there waiting for a DOT inspector to show up to inspect the trailer, and I made a video while I was waiting. That was, I think, the last video I made. That DOT inspector never showed up. There's a whole bunch of drama with the trailer I'm still dealing with. Basically, it's clerical shit. Landstar did not, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, they, in the computer system, Landstar has not taken possession of the trailer yet. Man, those are some bright ass lights. Second here, I can't see shit. I don't even think they had their brights on. They were just pulling a trailer, and it had their truck to where their headlights were angled up higher in the air to where they were shining straight forward. Normal, your normal lights shine downward at an angle. High beams shine straight forward. So if your lights are out of adjustment or you're hauling something that has your vehicle tilted, then it can cause your normal lights to shine straight forward just like high beams. But anyway, yeah, the trailer just doesn't show up in Landstar's system correctly, so they can't do any kind of work orders against it. They can't schedule a DOT inspection. They can't do maintenance, repairs, nothing. The trailer does not exist in Landstar's system. Freight brokers can't assign it to a freight bill, nothing. So I was told they were working on that on Friday. I called Friday evening to check the status of it. And I was told whenever I called Friday evening that nobody was working on it, and I would have to call back Monday because only management can fix the problem. So I'll be dealing with that tomorrow. So I didn't sleep very well Friday because I was sitting around dealing with that crap all day long. I managed to get a couple of, like 30-minute, hour long naps, and then got a shower. And when my 10 was up, I started driving. And I was just like, you know what? I didn't sleep very well. So as soon as I get tired, I'll pull over. But I wasn't tired when my 10 was up. So I was like, I'm just going to start driving. So I drove from Laredo all the way to about 30 miles north of Oklahoma City to Guthrie, Oklahoma. There's a Love's truck stop right there. So I drove my entire drive shift, and I wasn't tired, and I just drove it all the way. Driving across Texas. Now, I started driving Friday night at around 10 p.m., and I ended my drive shift at like 9:30 a.m., uh, about 30 miles north of Guthrie, Oklahoma. I still had like an hour of drive time. I could have continued driving, but I didn't feel like it. Now, driving across Texas sucked. Traffic overnight Friday night was still really bad. There were a lot of accidents. One of the accidents was really bad in Austin, Texas, and they had they had the northbound side of the interstate shut down. They were diverting all the traffic to the service road. And I don't know if Austin had some kind of event going on or what the deal was, but there were two major accidents that I drove through in Austin. And the traffic in Austin was really bad, and people were driving really, really crazy. Like, I almost got into several accidents of cars just passing on the shoulder or passing in ending lanes and just forcing their way in front of me. And like cars would just start driving toward me and betting on, I would try to avoid them hitting me and I would move out of their way. And cars like came within an inch of hitting me, playing chicken with me, doing shit like that. It was just absolute chaos going through Austin. But all of Texas was pretty steady traffic all night long. And just a lot of drama driving across Texas. Topped off fuel in Denton, Texas. As soon as I crossed the border into Oklahoma, traffic got a lot better and the craziness went down a notch. Um, but driving across Oklahoma was fine. Oklahoma City was nice, easy drive through Oklahoma City, the metro, and then stopped at the Love's truck stop in Guthrie, about 30 miles north of Oklahoma City. And I didn't even bother setting an alarm. I went in there and got some Carl's Jr. 8, played around on the computer for a few minutes, and then I was really tired and I laid down and went to sleep. Didn't even bother setting an alarm because I didn't sleep much at all on Friday. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sleep as long as I can, and I'll wake up whenever I wake up. And I ended up, only sleeping for about 8 hours. My total rest break was only 11 and a half hours. So I didn't go over my 10-hour break by too terribly much. And that's the drive shift that I started Saturday evening. So I got to Guthrie around 9:30 in the morning, and I ended up leaving about 9 p.m. that night. 9:30, somewhere in that area. So Saturday nights when I started this drive shift around 9:30, and left Guthrie, drove 35 north into Kansas, and then got on the 335. And on the 335, a deer hit me. We'll come back to that in a minute. We'll talk more about that in a minute. I don't want to start ranting and raving about that and forget what I was talking about. So a deer hit me on the 335 about 13 miles south of Topeka, Kansas. In Topeka, I got off of the 335 and got onto the Highway 75, and I drove highways for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, somewhere in that area, until I got onto Interstate 29, and that's where I'm at right now, is on Interstate 29. And the rest of my drive is on this Interstate 29. I'm coming up into Omaha, Nebraska right now. I'm about 13 miles from Omaha. And we'll drive through Omaha, and then on the other side of Omaha, I've only got maybe 30 miles. It's about 30 miles north of Omaha is where I plan on stopping. My delivery is in Beresford, South Dakota. Beresford has 2 mom and pop truck stops right next to where I'm delivering. So where I'm delivering in, like, Beresford's a really tiny little town. Where I'm delivering in Beresford is like a quarter mile away from the truck stops. They're all really, really close to each other. Now, normally I would go hang out at the truck stops there in Beresford, and that's where I would sit and wait for my delivery. But I have like 3 days until I deliver, and I'm going to want to take showers over that 3 day period. And those mom and pop truck stops, I don't think they have shower facilities. So I don't really want to go that long without a shower. So 20 miles south of Beresford is a TA Express in Vermilion, South Dakota. And that's where I'm going to hang out over the next 3 days. So that's where I'm stopping in this drive shift is the TA Express in, I believe it's Vermilion, South Dakota. And I am 47 miles from that TA Express. 47 miles left. And it's saying I'm going to do that in 41 minutes. But in about 11 miles, I should start hitting the edge of Omaha. So let's go back and talk about the deer incident. So what happened with the deer hitting me? Okay, so it was on a toll road, the 335, and it was about 13 miles south of Topeka, and I was headed northbound toward Topeka. A deer came from the left side, so left to right, went across the southbound lanes, jumped over a concrete wall in the center, and was trying to run across in front of me, and it realized that it could not get in front of me, and it tried to stop and slid into me. I didn't have a whole lot of advance notice from when I saw the deer before it hit me. I managed to slow down from 70 down to about 60 by the time the deer hit me. So I hit it at about 60 miles an hour, and it hit me on my left steer tire. So it hit my left steer tire and rubbed against the plastic fairing that my driver's side steps are attached to a fairing, and it clipped that fairing and rubbed against it and bounced off of it. It did not cause very much damage. It's the only damage it caused is purely cosmetic. It cracked my fairing. It took a little chunk out of it, but mainly there's just a couple of cracks on the fairing and then a little 2-inch chunk that it knocked out of the fairing. Aside from that, you can see rub marks on the fairing where it rubbed up against it. I didn't see any blood. I didn't see any hair. So it didn't hit really hard, but I was going 60 miles per hour when it made contact with the side of my truck. So at those speeds, you don't have to touch something very hard to cause a decent amount of damage. I didn't get pulled over to check for damage for about 15 to 20 miles after the accident. I couldn't find a reasonably safe place to pull over, and I didn't feel it was enough of an emergency to pull over on the shoulder of the interstate. So I finally found an exit where there was a Love's truck stop about 15. It was on Highway 75, about maybe 20 miles after the deer hit me. Pulled over on that off ramp and pulled to the shoulder of the off ramp, got out and just checked for damage. It was a really quick, like 2-minute inspection. I was just checking to make sure that the vehicle was still roadworthy to continue the trip, or whether or not I had to stop. I was there. There was a Love's truck stop at that exit. That's the reason instead of I pulled. Normally, I would stop on the on ramp instead of the off ramp. But because I wasn't sure on whether or not I'd have to put the truck in the shop, I stopped on the off ramp, and it looked good to me on my little 2-minute inspection. But I'm going to do a more thorough inspection when I get to my destination and check and make sure there are no issues. But right now it's looking like it's just cosmetic. I'm pissed off about that because I don't have any damage to the truck. And I was just thinking about getting the truck and trailer washed and taking some pictures of it. And now I have this fucking cracks in my fairing, and I'm pissed off about it. So I'll probably end up putting my truck in the body shop when I get back into town in Oklahoma City and have them repair the damage. Just because I don't like having any damage to the truck. Even though it's only cosmetic, it just looks tacky, it looks ghetto. And I had to deal with that shit with USA Truck. The truck I was assigned when I was a company driver at USA Truck, man, that thing was beat to hell. It had all kinds of dents and dings, and there were pieces of it that were ripped and stitched back together with zip ties. I mean, it was just like that truck was so ghetto. I was embarrassed to drive that truck. I was really pissed off when USA Truck assigned that piece of shit to me. Not only was it nasty on the outside, it was nasty on the inside too. The inside of that thing, like every single truck that they offered me, like the first truck they assigned to me, I refused it. It was so disgusting on the inside of that truck. And then uh, they let me look at all of them that they had available, and every single one of the trucks they had available was just nasty. Every single one of them had chain smokers in them, and it was just really, really, really like it was like a fucking ashtray. Every single one of the trucks were like it was like breathing through an ashtray. And they were just all of the trucks were disgusting. But the one I ended up picking was the best one of the bunch, and it was in terrible condition. But all of the trucks looked like that, and they all were just disgusting on the inside. So I don't know. I literally almost quit USA Truck and said, screw this crap. I'm gonna go work somewhere else. Whenever they offered me those nasty ass trucks, but I was like, you know what? I gotta gut it out. I knew it was gonna suck being a company driver. I knew it was gonna stuck. It was gonna suck restarting in this industry. Once you have a couple of years of experience and you have a good driving record and stuff, you can pretty much write your own ticket out here in this industry. You can get just about anything you want. If you want to, go drive for Crete, and you tell them that you're only going to drive for them if they give you a brand new truck, they'll give you a brand new truck to come drive for them. If you have like a couple of years experience and a perfect driving record and stuff, companies will meet whatever like reasonable demands you have. um, but a fresh new driver right out of CDL school, companies still want you, and they'll still do what they can to appease you, but they're not going to bend over backwards. They'll laugh at you if you get in there and start demanding a brand new truck or something. The washout rate for new drivers is just too ridiculously high. All right, 1 mile, and it says I got to keep left to stay on 29 north in 1 mile. So I'm pretty sure that I'm in Omaha, Nebraska right now. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see a sign that said "Welcome to Omaha." And it's been like really, really light sprinkling rain for the past 20 or 30 miles, and it seems to be picking up a little bit. I don't know why in the hell Google does this crap where it's like keep left to stay on 29 north. Oh, as opposed to taking the fucking exit? All right, so it looks like I'm not making any changes through Omaha. I'm just staying on 29 through Omaha. Google just told me that my next turn is my exit at the TA Express. Yeah, I don't think that helped any with the window. But yeah, so I'm a little pissed off about the damage, the body damage, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it. I have three options. I can do nothing. I can get it repaired, or I can replace that fairing. That all of the damage is to a single piece that is removable. I can take the whole thing off. The little fairing that covers this, that has the steps on it for the driver's side, that whole thing is completely removable. So replacing the whole thing would be a major pain in the ass. It would probably be a very expensive component to buy, and unless I got really lucky and managed to find one that had the same color as my truck, I would have to pay to get it painted. All right, now it's finally raining enough that the windows are getting cleaned off a little bit. It might be about time for me to replace the windshield wipers. They are not making good contact with the windshield. Ooh, is this the skyline for Omaha? I think this might be the Omaha skyline. And there's somebody with their bright lights on. Why? Driving through a town that has street lights on the interstate and you got your damn bright lights on. Like a dumbass. 32 miles left. I don't know if I'm going to record. I might end the recording here pretty soon, or I might record all the way to the TA Express. I think I'm just going to record the rest of the way through Omaha. It is 5:11 a.m. Sunday morning, so I don't expect there to be a whole lot of traffic or a whole lot of much of anything in Omaha. This is early Sunday morning, is probably one of the slowest traffic times of the week. Like 3, 4 a.m. If I had to guess, between like 3 and 5 a.m. Sunday morning is probably the slowest traffic of the entire week. Google thinks that I just got on a different road. I think we're just about through Omaha. Omaha is, I mean, it's a big town for this area, but as far as cities and towns go, Omaha is not a very big city. I think that was pretty much it. I think we just drove through the entire city of Omaha in about 10 minutes, if that. Sorry, I got a four-wheeler just got on the interstate as we were leaving the edge of town, and it's just like hanging out in the right lane at the back of my truck. Most likely it's a local. It's getting off at like the next exit or something. That right lane's going exit only, and they just moved out of it and got behind me. So I guess they're not taking the next exit. All right, there they go. They just whipped out to pass me. That's good. I don't really like having anybody near me, even if it's behind me. Go faster than me, go slower than me, but don't sit next to me going the same speed. Yay, we just crossed the border into South Dakota. We're in South Dakota. And now I got like 3 days to hang out and do nothing. I'm gonna probably so I've been watching Lost, the TV show. I don't know if you've heard of it. Um, I did not watch Lost when it first came out, when it was on live TV. I didn't watch a single episode of Lost until after the series was like canceled. And like that's generally how I watch TV shows. I very rarely ever watch TV shows while they're still being made. I usually wait till they're canceled, or I'll watch them at the end of a season. Like on Game of Thrones and Westworld and The Walking Dead, once a season ends, then I will watch that whole season. But anyway, I'm rewatching Lost. I've watched the entire Lost series multiple times, probably 6 or 7 or 8 times. And anytime I can't find anything to watch, I will go back and rewatch TV series that I like. And Lost is one of them that I will rewatch. So I'm on season 5 of Lost. I've only got like a season and a half left until I'm done watching the whole thing again. So I'll probably watch Lost and play. The game I've been playing is Path of Exile. They started a new season. They came out with a new expansion patch, whatever you want to call it, last week. And I played it on launch day with a couple of buddies. So me and a couple of buddies are playing together on Path of Exile. And I had to stop playing so I could go pick up this load. So once I get down here, I'll probably hop back on there and continue playing. There's another game that I might hop in and play as well. It's an old game that I have played off and on for 20 years. It's called Asheron's Call. But I might get back on there and play that a little bit. I don't know. I'll do whatever I feel like doing because it's my free time. I might just lounge around, lay in bed and watch Lost and take naps, eat, just be lazy and fat because that's how I roll. But it's nice to have my truck set up the way I have it set up so that, when I do have like 3 days of sitting around doing nothing in the truck, it's an enjoyable 3 days. I do pretty much the same thing in the truck that I do at home. Just sit around and watch TV. And when I say TV, I'm talking about like Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Hulu, 80 mile per hour speed limit. I've still got my cruise set at 70, and I'm not going to change it. I don't typically set my cruise higher than 70, 72 tops. Um, Very rarely will I ever go faster than that on cruise. Now to pass somebody, yeah, I'll use the pedal and speed up and get up to the speed limit to get around somebody faster. But as far as what I set the cruise at, I usually set the cruise at 70, 72. Sometimes if I'm in a rush, I might set it at 72. But my fuel mileage kind of craps out on anything above 70. My fuel mileage starts dropping off really quickly on anything over 70. The difference between 65 and 70 is negligible, but anything over 70, it just really starts dropping off quick. I'm not sure if that's the way my truck is designed or geared, or the the differential, the axle differential. I don't know if it's that or if it's air resistance or a combination of everything. I don't know why 70 is like the magic number for just seeing a massive drop off in fuel mileage. I don't know why that is on my truck, but I try not to go over 70 too terribly much because it's just terrible fuel mileage. But yeah, I'm just gonna hang out at the TA, play video games, watch TV. And what I was saying is that um, it's nice that I have the truck set up pretty much the same. I have not the same as my house, but I have enough amenities in the truck that it's taking 2 or 3 days off in the truck is almost like being at home. Like I do pretty much the exact same things in the truck in my free time that I would be doing at home. And that makes it to where I don't really hate being out on the road. I'm not just sitting here, uh, you know, dreading being on the road. I can't, I've been out on the road before where I didn't have any amenities in the truck, and I just was constantly looking forward to getting home. I didn't want to be out in the truck. I wanted to get home where I could play my video game, or I could watch TV, or I could, do whatever it is I wanted to do. So one of my big goals, um, was to make the truck as comfortable as possible and make it as nice as possible for whenever I have free time. What the hell's the deal with this car? Speed limit's 80. I got my cruise set at 70. This guy passed me and now is slowed down. Is going like 65 miles an hour, and I'm catching up with him. I don't understand people. Why pass me and then slow down? Especially when I'm going 10 damn miles an hour under the speed limit. That's something I've noticed in North Dakota and South Dakota, these states that have like 80-mile-per-hour speed limits. I see a lot less speeding up here. Even like over in West Texas, where the speed limit's 80 miles an hour, I tend to see less speeding. Like, I see less people going like 100 miles an hour. People are typically, only going like 80 miles an hour or something. Is this guy going to speed up when I get in the left lane? I don't know. He's fluctuating speed. There for a minute, he was speed matching me. Now he's slowed back down. Got a way station in 2 miles. I don't know if it's going to be open. I might have to tap the brakes and fall back in behind this person. Looks like there's multiple people in the car, and I see them playing on their phones and shit. They might be looking for an exit or something, or trying to figure out where they're going. Maybe that's the reason they're slowed way the hell down. Trucks use the right lane next mile and a half. Well, this fucking four-wheeler, as soon as I put my signal on, this jackass sped up. What a fucking idiot. Like, as soon as I started to move over, he floored it. I cannot fucking stand people. It's like he was trying to get me to hit him or something. And now he slowed back down in front of me. All right, the way station is closed, and I got the bypass. Yeah, this person in front of me is an absolute moron, so I got to keep an eye on them. My God, man. There's some dumbasses out here. Only two people probably within 5 miles on this road, and he's just speed matching me and being stupid, and killing my spacing. Because he's going the exact same speed I am, right? Again, like, all right, I'm just going to sit here and rant and rave about this guy for the next 15 minutes until I get to my destination. So, Let me think of something else to talk about. Otherwise, I'm going to end the video because I'm starting to catch up with this dumbass again. He's slowing back down. Or she. I don't know which it is. I just default to he. But yeah, I was just saying that it's real comfortable for me to live inside the truck. You know, I've got internet in here. I've got a really nice computer, TV, all the good stuff. And like I said, what I mean by TV is like I don't watch normal TV. I just stream the the Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Hulu. I have the Disney Plus package that gives me Disney Plus, Hulu without ads, and ESPN Plus. And then I have an Amazon Prime subscription. I do not currently have a Netflix subscription. I have not had a Netflix subscription for several months. So eventually I will reactivate Netflix and see what new stuff they have on there. But Netflix really wasn't bringing in enough new stuff for me to like maintain my subscription. It was the same old crap all the time, and they didn't really have a huge selection. They had a very tiny amount of decent movies, and it was getting really kind of frustrating. So I just turned my subscription off. I was like, yeah, well, 6 months to a year, I'll reactivate it, watch all the new stuff that they have, and then turn it back off. That's what I do with HBO. Is I'll wait 2 or 3 months, and then I'll turn HBO's subscription on for a month, watch all the stuff that they got, and then cancel the subscription. And then 3, 4, 6 months down the road, I'll do the same thing again. All right, I'm close enough right now to my destination that I'm just going to record until I get to my destination. So I'm only 10 minutes away. What was I just about to say? I was just about to say something whenever I started looking at the GPS. Ugh. This guy's, he keeps speeding up and slowing down. He's staying about that same distance in front of me. Or this girl. I don't know which it is. Guy or girl, I don't know. But they just keep speeding up and slowing down. I don't know why in the fuck people want to stay near me. But like these four-wheelers are like gnats. They want to be near another vehicle or some shit. And they just speed match. It's incredibly frustrating. Now he's going really slow and I'm catching up with him really quick. All right, I'm going to get out in the left lane and see if that'll provoke him into speeding the hell back up. He stopped slowing down. There he goes. Now he's pulling away again. Maybe if I turn my high beams on, that'll make him like want to get away from me. He's just speed matching me right now. Right now, I don't like understand like why people do this stupid shit. And the passenger is showing them something on their phone. Now they're slowing way back down again. I've only got 7 miles left till my exit, and they're slowing down a lot. They're they're looking at something. The two of them are looking at something on the phone together, and he's drifting way over onto the shoulder. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up and just pass these fucking idiots. Because I don't want them in front of me doing that stupid shit. I don't want them behind me doing that stupid shit. I don't want them anywhere near me. I just don't understand what the hell like is going on with these idiots. I've got 6 miles until my exit. And the rain is picking up. They're just sitting right on my ass, speed matching me again. They'll probably speed up and pass me here in a second. I'm sure that they would have already sped up and passed me, but it started raining pretty hard. it's it's kind of funny because um, the rain isn't really that bad, but the spray off my tires is probably making it seem like a fucking monsoon. So their visibility is probably trash because they're just tailgating the shit out of me, and all the spray off my tires is probably just blinding the hell out of them. They're slowing down and dropping back now. I've only got 2 miles until my damn exit. It's like the only other person out here on the road has got to sit here and fucking play games with me. Like, this is the kind of shit all day, every day. This is the kind of shit you're dealing with out here on the road. There are so many dumbasses in this world. It's so annoying. I'm going 70 miles in an 80, and I got a four-wheeler just wanting to hang out with me going 10 miles an hour under the damn speed limit. Now they just slowed down by a lot. They're like a quarter mile behind me. Vermilion, Yankton, 1 mile. Exit 26. That's my exit. Holy shit. They're like a half mile behind me. They've slowed down to like 60 miles an hour or something. They're dropping back really, 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 really fast. All right, I'm going to tap my brakes, turn my cruise off. I'm a half mile from my exit. Where the hell is the TA Express? All right, now the roads, it's raining, so the roads are slick. So I want to slow down a lot for this exit. I'm going 30 miles an hour, and that car slowed down by so much back there that they still have not caught up with me. I don't know what happened to that car. They're like going really, really slow. Oh, I see it. They exited with me. So it looks like they're coming over here to the TA as well. All right, what do we got here? Where's the... So here is an entrance. There they go. I don't think they're going to the TA. I think they live here. They're going past the TA and continuing on down the road. So they probably live here. Man, look at all the open spots. Can I get a pull-through spot right here? Let me see if there's a pull-through spot. Right here. Yeah, there's one. Do I want to get that one? Yeah, that's right in front of the damn thing. This is sweet. This jackass over on the right side, though, is... Nah, he's not too bad. I thought there for a second that he was like right up against the line. He's not too bad. Front row parking, bro. Sweetness. Very, very nice. So let's wrap up this video, and then I'll do my vehicle inspections and all that good stuff. Man, it's raining. I don't really want to run around in the rain. I was thinking about going inside, seeing if I can find something to eat. But Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna mess with it right now because I don't want to get out in the rain.
You have 2 hours and 38 minutes of remaining drive time.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it here. Yeah, I can't. I don't think it's possible to have a better parking spot than this one right here. Um, so I'm not gonna have to worry about changing parking spots whenever some people leave or any crap like that. um, this is about as good as it gets, you know. Just walk right over there, and right there's the front damn door. Man, this worked out really well. This is nice. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Oh, check this out. It's 47 degrees outside. Supposedly it's 47 degrees outside, but this precipitation that's falling is there's ice. You see that ice forming right there? And then right there, it's starting to ice over. Um, my dash says it's 48 degrees outside. So I don't know if that's true or not. How in the hell would ice be forming at like 16 degrees above freezing? That doesn't make any sense to me. Huh. I don't see it accumulating anywhere except that one spot, or the my windshield basically is what I'm referring to as that one spot. So maybe it's like uh snowing because it's really cold at higher altitude and it's melting as it's getting down to ground level. So it might be snowing outside. Maybe this precipitation is actually snow. But look, this is South Dakota, man. It's 48 degrees outside. That motherfucker's in shorts and a t-shirt. Basically like swimming weather here in South Dakota. But anyway, I better end this video before it gets too long. So, yeah, parked right here in front of the TA Express, and I'm just going to hang out here for the next 3 days. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.